Well, finally, all the chaos is over from the power block deadline. We're back on our SEMA project. We got all the back of the truck finished up last time you saw it. This was under the back of the bed, and we're fabricating all the bumper and all that stuff. But now we've got all that done. Our frame has been cleaned. Getting ready to get it primed here with our Eastwood contour primer surfacer. We're going to use that to level up our outer surface for our paint to lie on. While we're doing that, we picked up this neat little product from Eastwood, the Wellness disposable cup system. Really helps a lot when you're cleaning up that high build primers because it's so hard to get out of your gun. This way you just take this off, throw it away. Great little tip right there. So I'm going to get all my stuff mixed up and in my gun and get this thing primed, and we'll show you what it looks like in primer. Okay, we got our frame primed and out of the booth and back here in our sanding bay, and we're spraying on our guide coat to knock down our texture out of our polyfill primer. The polyfill primer we use is extremely hard. All the polyfills we use are going to be extremely hard to sand, and normally we sand this with 400 when we do our base coat clear coats so you don't see any scratches in your finished product. But in this case, we're using a semi-gloss clear. So we're able to get by with cutting this with 220 instead of cutting it with 400. And in doing so, we'll cut this with 220, then we'll come back to a hand blend with 320, and then our base clear with that semi-gloss clear is not going to show those scratches. We'll actually shoot it with a sealer also to help minimize that. But you can go around this frame a lot faster with 220 than you can with 400. Also, I want to give a shout out to Steve Hay. He called yesterday and said he shored up the booth for SEMA. So now he informed us we got like 25 weeks to have this thing finished and in Vegas, and it has a booth and a home at SEMA. So we're thankful to hear that news. Kind of exciting, kind of nerve-wracking both. Also here you see in the floor we've got our chrome ready to go to the chrome shop, and I'm working with the chrome shop right now to see who I'm going to get to do this for this project. All that stuff's been pre-fit to the car. Every bit of work has been done to it, and it's ready to go and be chromed. Also up here we're building this 9-inch forward rear end to go up under this Chevrolet truck. We've got a 355 gear with a Detroit lock and rear axle to hold the power from the 383 stroker that John Bouchard from Horsepower is designing and building for this truck, and I want to give a shout out to John and thank him for setting this engine up for us. And let's go to the back and I'll show you some more of this stuff. Here's our tailgate. We've got most of the tailgate done and ready to go. Here's the emblem we were discussing. This is an original 57 Chevrolet emblem. We have Grinning Automotive hand make this larger emblem, and it'll be located right there on the tailgate. And come on back this way and I'll show you some more stuff. We got our fenders here. They're put in the Eastwood polyfill, and they are curing right now. It's in their contours line. We've got our headliner we're working on. Quite a neat little project right here. This is going to be our back pad for our Bavinga hardwood headliner that we're fixing to install in this truck. And I will do updates and kind of show you the progress as we build this headliner. We've taken this piece of 1/4-inch Luan and I've put a small arch in it by steaming it. And it's a pretty crude method. We use a Wagner power steamer. Take a piece of copper pipe, drill your steam port holes in it, pipe your steam in it. We put a panel underneath it, put some weight on it, steam it, and then it retains that arc right there. Then once we get our wood in place, let me grab a couple pieces of wood to show you kind of what we're going to do here. We will arc these pieces, steam them in place, glue them down. We'll have this strip will be polished. It'll look just like the floor in our truck when we get done with it. Over here inside of our hood, normally this hood has supports that go up the center of it. It will still retain the 2 cross braces, but we want to go the next level. So we have inserted a piece of aluminum in here. I rolled this on my English wheel. I glued it in place. It gives me my structure to hold the crown of my hood in place. I'll chrome my crossbars, but this will be painted candy as slick as the outside of the truck. Real nice feature there. Then on our cab, we're working on laying out our interior on our cab, and I'll show you a little bit about it. Alright, here's our interior. We've just now gotten time to get all of our pieces and parts together to get them in here to lay out our paint scheme and pattern that we're going to use on our interior. I've got these seats I found out of a mid-90s Chevrolet Blazer Suburban. We're going to do this custom console. This is all handmade, all made out of steel. It is scaled after the top of the hood. The sides are a 3.8% scale of the sides of the truck. This has been custom fit to the owner. The foot pedal height, the steering pedal height, the shifter height is all custom fit to the owner. This air conditioner vent, we couldn't figure out a way to make the vents look okay in this truck and match, so we decided to hide the air conditioner vents. So we've handmade this air conditioner vent. Works just like it did factory. And we're going to put a digital dash, overhead radio, and still try to figure out what we're going to do on the door panels and stuff like that. But meanwhile, Eastwood has formulated some candy colors that we've decided, we've picked one to use on the exterior of this truck. So let me go outside and show you some of these colors that they've sent to us, and I'll show you the one we've selected that we're actually going to put on the entire truck. Alright, I got these colors out here in the sun so you can see the colors that they have formulated for us to choose from. And we have decided that this one's a little bit light, a little too much pinkish. This one doesn't have a lot of metallic in it like I wanted, but this one I believe is a hit. You can see the metallic in that. That is a true candy job. That's painted silver metallic first. It's going to have 4 layers of candy over top of that. We'll shoot 4 layers of clear on it. We're going to sand all that clear with 400 grit sandpaper. Then we're going to shoot 4 more coats of clear on that. That's called flow clearing, and when this is done, it'll look like a marble. So we're really excited about the color we've got here and getting that painted. But meanwhile, I'm fixing to get back in here on this frame. I'm going to finish sanding it up, then we're going to shoot our base and our clear coat on it, and I'll show you what that looks like in our next update.